All right, so let's learn how to optimize our bids and upload a bulk file back to Amazon. In the last video, we uploaded our bulk file to SkuHero. This is how it will look when you go into any of the ad tools, open the file manager on the side. Just by clicking up here in your brand profile, you'll see all your bulk files that you've previously uploaded. I'm just going to reopen this one, and it'll take just a second to pull up the data. All right, so we've got our sponsored products, brands, display, all of the ads data here in these sheets. And the idea of how the bid optimizer works is you have these rules here. So just expand that. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use the starter rule profile here. I'd recommend you just kind of hit run rules and see what happens. You can obviously tweak any of these parameters, but there'll be another video that dives into the math and kind of explains this in more detail. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit run rules. And after that runs, you'll see a little progress here. Should go pretty quick. If you do have any errors or kind of bugs or glitches in your bulk file, that does happen every once in a while with Amazon. It's going to give you some feedback up here in yellow. So you can also see down here in the rules off to the right how many targets were impacted by sponsored products, brands, and display. So if I want to see, for example, these 44 targets, I can look at rule number 2, and you can see this rule here is set bid to 15 cents based on any targets that meet this criteria. So I can just go up here to this rule filter and click on rule number 2, and you can see 44 rows set to 15 cents. This red column is the new bid, and the black column is obviously the original bid. Then it's got the rule number, the action type, and then the delta there. So that can be helpful in reviewing your changes before you create your upload file. Now the alerts down here, you can quickly troubleshoot those by looking at the rule number. So rule number 10, you likely won't have these, but this demo file does have some. So if I click on rule number 10 and scroll down here, you can see here's the 2 rows here. And if I scroll to the right, you can see there's actually no clicks in these 2, even though there's orders. So there has to be clicks to get an order. And this formula is actually a revenue per click times target ACoS formula. So it needs the clicks in there to do the calculation. So for these examples, anytime there's errors, it's just going to set the new bid to the original bid, which it did there. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so let's create our export file now, and we'll just upload it back to Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and just get all of the data shown. You can see there's about 7,000 rows in here, 0 selected. It's important to note that there's no selected targets, because what will happen if you do select rows is it's just going to export those rows, and that allows you to create kind of custom segment bulk files. If you only want to export certain targets or certain campaigns, you can do that. So it's kind of like a smart exporter. But I'm going to go ahead and create an export file that has all our data in it, and that's going to have all of our sheets as well. You can see sponsored brands got edited at the same time. So I'm just going to, again, come up here, hit create export. You can see it's going to give you a few options. It's going to allow us to export all our sheets. We can either download a version with the original bid values or the new bid values after the rules. I'm going to choose this one, and I'm just going to click export. And I'll give you one more prompt here on the anomalies. I'm going to export those anyway because I know what they are. And you should just get a download, and you can save this. Just name it something you'll remember, save it to your desktop or to a folder. All right, hit save. And then this is going to be the file now that you're going to want to come into bulk operations. Again, you can click on this and click here to navigate to this page quickly, or just bookmark it in your browser. And then you're going to hit choose file, and then grab that file and then upload it. And then once you upload it, it'll show you down here the status. If there is any errors and you're not sure what they are after you open the error file, you can always contact support. We can help you work through those. Typically, they're very easy though. And hopefully you won't have any. So hope all that made sense, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.